8. So we're really, when people call and ask us about lines and things like that, yes, there are going to be lines, but we really suggest that people go either up to the Maxwell Center, where we can fit about 50 voting booths, or Bear Creek, where we have about 40 voting booths. If you go to the library, you are going to be waiting in line for an incredibly long time. I'm really glad that we decided to add Bear Creek to this equation. It's going to help immensely. Pikeville, we got a few more booths in than we thought we could, so I think we're at 8 there. And then Mount Olive, about the same as the library, 10 to 12. So, but that is, Mount Olive and Pikeville typically are our lowest visited early voting sites. So I am concerned about the library. I do want to get the word out there. If you want to early vote in Wayne County, please go to the Maxwell Center or Bear Creek, just to help alleviate the traffic, the line. They've worked really hard to set everything up so that there's line management, and it's undercovering at the Maxwell Center, things like that. But we just really want people to know that with this election, you're going to have to wait. We see Georgia started early voting incredibly long.
Yesterday. Mm-hmm.
So we want to get that out there.
How many did you say that now?
How many booths? About the same as the library.
So when they come in from Mount Olive and they say, "Ooh, look at all these online," we're going to say, drive all the way to Maxwell Center or Bear Creek.
Bear Creek is
That's right. It's closer.
on the way.
How many of them know what Bear Creek is? I had to look it up and go out and find it.
It's right on the bus line. So the bus line from Bear Creek to the library to Maxwell Center.
Right. South end of Slocum.
1800 South Slocum Street. There's plenty of signage out there. Plenty of voters. Encourage people to visit that site. Put it in your GPS. Right there.
And also, this is Rick Moore, I think we should continue to encourage people to vote by absentee.
In comparison to some of our other counties that we see, it's taken up to a week for ballots to file. So we feel like we can maintain that. The staff is doing a great job, getting things scanned in timely, getting things pushed out timely. We only have the mail. Monday was a federal holiday, so we didn't get the mail. All of the mail today. So we are ready for next week at 300.
Wow.
So this will be our last quick meeting. Pretty much guarantee that. We're definitely seeing an uptick in people returning in person and people returning by mail. And that's, I suspect, going to increase in the next few weeks. Plenty of time to request an absentee ballot by mail, October 27th, by p.m. is the deadline. We encourage people to do that, especially with this information that we're giving about having to wait in line. We encourage people to, go by mail. Request it, get it in the mail within a few days of your request. If you don't feel comfortable putting it back in the mail, which I can assure you the mail is working, but if you don't feel comfortable, you can hand deliver it right outside our building. Once we start early voting this Thursday, we'll have our station out front manned on the weekends as well.
Okay.
So you can still return it even after early voting hours.
What-
I'm sorry, even after our business hours, during the early voting period.
Have we-
We encourage people to bring their ballots here rather than taking them to the early voting site. Yes, you can take them to the early voting site, but why would you want to wait that long?
Right. To do that.
You can come here, go right up to the front and hand deliver your ballot to us.
Have we determined the times that someone will be stationed outside on the weekends doing the early voting?
All, the entire early voting period.
Okay. Okay.
With the exception of evenings, but we'll be right here.
Okay.
All evenings. So we'll
Okay.
gladly answer the door and take your absentee ballots.
Okay.
There'll be somebody available.
Thank- Thank you.
CARES Act money should be here Friday. Observer list from the Democratic Party of Wayne County and the observer list from the North Carolina Republican Party, nothing from the local Republican Party, but from the state Republican Party. The only other thing, I just wanted to brief you real quick. We have, every day I audit, and because we have started absentee by mail so early, we're doing list maintenance at the same time. We have about 4 people who have passed away in the time period between the time we started voting and now. So we already have 4 absentee ballots that will have to administratively challenge and that will come after the campus meeting. I suspect we'll have even more.
Right.
We get death certificates on a monthly basis. So contrary to what people think, we remove, deaths in our county, every single day. We remove people who've already voted a ballot. That's early voting. If you have to be alive on election day. So we'll have that. I'll keep you up to date on that.
Thank you.
You guys have any questions for me? There's a lot going on. I'm probably not covering.
Yes, Annie, is there any more information from the state board of elections about the pure process and all that? Any updates on that?
I'm gonna refer to.
Yeah, so there's been no changes since last week. If you recall, there was a hearing set, I believe, last Thursday. And I just checked this afternoon. It looks like the presiding judge asked for some more memos from the plaintiffs and defendants in that. So there's been no change of last week. So as it stands right now, any deficient absentee ballots, if there's no witness or any other issues, we just have to hold those right now. And so we're still on hold to see whether or not we're going to issue a cure affidavit or if it's going to be a new ballot. So I suspect, given the volume of absentee ballots that are probably building up across the state, they're going to have to make a decision pretty quick. And even if that's appealed, I think given the tight timelines, they're going to have to expedite that pretty quickly. So hopefully a decision will be made within the next week or so on that.
Anything else? Before we move into the next topic? Okay. So, yeah.
Next, we have the resolution, the Virginia County absentee ballot on November 3rd at 2 o'clock, and to add absentee board meetings on November 12th at 4 o'clock.
So this is standard, we do this every election cycle, it requires a resolution, because it is a change to the statute. And all that I ask is that we begin counting absentee ballots on November 3rd at 2 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. And that we add an extra absentee board meeting on November 12th, which is the day before canvass, at 2 p.m. I typically refer to that as our canvass prep meeting. That's where we do all of the supplemental absentees, that's where we do all of the provisional ballots, that's that long meeting that takes 6, 7, 8 hours, and you don't want to do that. If that's okay with y'all, we'll adopt that, and then I need to publish it.
Madam Chair, this is Rick Moore. I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution as stated.
Second.
The moving properly, second that we adopt the resolution. Yes, the resolution, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Appreciate it. See you later.
We have 551 civilians this week, and I suspect it's low because of the Columbus Day holiday. So I printed you all your own
Fine with me.
Ready?
Yep. CB 17.
You said one,
He said 1-7. Yeah,
The fourth one, on the first page.
I'm lost. Mine's 118, 11/18/81.
Yeah, I gave you page 3. I started you on 3. You guys can have page 1 through 15. Is that what you
Mhm.
have?
I have 3 through 14. Oh, here's 15, 3 through 15.
Yeah, so you're missing 1 and 2. Copy pages 1 and 2. Thank you. Sanders Bowl. Is there? Okay, that's it. There's your 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
So somebody's taking them off the, yeah, that's right. Did not do the correlation correct.
But he got 17, which is the very first ballot. on the
Right.
first page.
Next, CV 469. 469.
Here we go.
About 2711.
2711?
Mhm.
What was your number? What was your number? 1181.
There we go.
2711.
2967.
Thirty-four, 68.
I choose 4086.
Uh, 5972.
Sixty-three oh seven.
Sixty-five, 82.
82?
Yes. Thank you.
7024.
70.
73336.
73336.
7933.
Eighty-two seventeen.
8217.
Correct.
8217.
That's it.
If you guys approve them.
I make a motion to approve the ballots as selected.
Second.
Accepting, giving out, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Yeah, the 4.0, you could not pass the AOTP. Not pass the AOTP.
You ain't mad at the ballots, are
I am.
you?
And then if you all will just sign the last page of that civilian list.
You want me to open these?
We can start. We can start
You keep it, I got it.
Okay.
and just making your pile. It should be open.
First? Okay.
No, he just did them all together.
Thank you.
Just make sure that, again, there is one envelope, one ballot.
Thank you.
I see one more ballot. I'm watching ballots in my sleep.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get to use it. Thank you, ma'am.
feel like the kids at virtual learning to get my.
Out of all of them, yeah.
Never mind. Some of them were turned opposite in the stack, and I didn't see it.
Thank you.
Any particular ones?
I will. Thank you. Yeah, he's getting us a band. Thank you. In the bin there. There you go. We're gonna start stacking over here. It went really well. Yeah. The Maxwell Center is just a beautiful facility. It really is. Yeah, we were able to like distance everybody out, have, the big screens with the training materials.
Did you get to show what you wanted as far as participants? You get to show what you want, everybody?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Nicholas did a great job last week, doing election day precinct official training at the college, 4 different sessions. So, getting all those people, through the temp agency, and then again yesterday with the early voting, and the scheduling of the early voting staff, which is a feat unto itself. Precinct officials were bringing him muffins, and they don't even know my name. I don't know their name, but they bring him baked goods. So.
Well, I rode by there, and I think it's Nicholas's car.
Yep, that was us.
And it was nobody else's car right. Nick was parked up under the banister thing, and we were parked in the first spot, and I was like, I'm gonna keep going. And then when I went to thing, I saw all kinds of activity, folks put the signs out, all that. And I said, no,
Yeah, that started started with one sign about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And it evolved into the entire place being covered.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yeah, folks were driving up in trucks with signs.
Yeah.
At the Maxwell Center.
you can definitely tell that there's an early voting site there.
I mean, they had the digital sign out there, everything.
Well, there's a digital sign out there on the way to Wayne Christian, flashing the way.
Batteries ain't down on you other Nick. Yeah.
Well, Brian, you look bored.
Got them monkey stick.
Here, I'll help you out.
Brian, did you get a chance to see the, Supreme Court,
Confirmation here.
Oh, the confirmation, I have not.
I got to see a little bit of it today, but I was very impressed with
All sides are being very civil.
Yes.
That's good to see.
Thank you.
So we're gonna start duplicating 2 that got torn.
Okay.
Right over here in this bin.
Give me some of Bridget.
You're always good. The last one.
Or these your open envelopes?
Oh, no, I gotta do those too.
Oh, okay.
won't turn you down if you wanna help me with those.
Certainly.
That's part of the course right there. I give you one. Oh, you got more of that, you work on your last two.
That's all. Thank you.
Oh.
All right, we had to duplicate two, we got one with the envelope opener. Here's the first one.
Like a issue right there.
Thank you.
All right, there's the last one, all right.
And then this one as well, this one's.
Making its way around. That's
Okay, so just, we're gonna start tabulating. We ended at 3,052 last week. So if you just wanna verify, we're at 3,052, that's where we're starting the week. out in a holiday. We didn't get the mail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little false.
Right, because we had one mail day, not included.
What are we talking, what are you talking about?
Because we went down from 874 to 561 from last week to this week, but it's probably due to the mail.
So it's basically running steady.
Yeah.
About 800 a week.
And you've had roughly 8,900 requests.
Yes.
About 10% of
More than 10% of the normal amount of voters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to look at the 15 days, 17 days of early voting.
Yeah.
We just, I think we're gonna have numbers that we have seen before.
Before we like it, well, that's it. Now you can.
Wake County has 23,000 So that's a bit interesting.
Glad I don't live in Wake
And
County.
they have one, and they still have five
Well,
board
no.
members.
Their first round, they had 35, so that's not a huge drop.
Yeah, right.
They're working through the night because early voting starts. And he's like, I don't want to be caught up in that.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why I haven't got out there in a week.
Right.
One of them.
All right, here's these two. The duplicated ballots. We gotta duplicate one more. It wouldn't go through.
The duplicated one didn't go through?
No, a different one.
Rick, is that English coffee you drinking?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because you can call me about 2 in the morning. You won't be sleeping, you won't talk, so,
This is 50/50.
okay.
I like to have me a good cup of coffee about 5 o'clock or so, but it's half and half.
Have decaf and have regular. I'm gonna try that.
I very rarely drink 100% caffeinated. But, Eddie, I drink 3 of these a day.
I used to, when I was commuting, I pour it in the morning just before I get in the car, I get in the car,
One more.
and then if I don't drink it all before I get to work, which I wouldn't, then I pour a little bit more and I drink that throughout the morning. That'll be it for the day.
Yeah.
Actually, some.
Brian,
some
how many more
counties
weeks we
are
got,
actually-
buddy?
are actually paying people to do
January.
what we're doing now.
Oh, January 16th.
Okay. Yeah, now, you know, we get through this election and Christmas, any day now.
Put the little showers together.
That's a girl, it's gonna be a girl, right? Y'all ain't done the reveal or nothing?
We're not done that.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Wake, yes, ma'am.
Can't get no more old fashioned.
Yep.
When they come, they come.
Old fashioned.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. When they come, they come. Well, what are we supposed to get you? Unisex stuff.
Something yellow.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm surprised your wife let you do that.
She's got it with me, man.
Yeah.
We're both like, you know what, doesn't matter. Let's have a good.
Now, they gonna get a bunch of diapers, okay, stuff they really need. Bunch of changing table stuff, you know, that regardless of whether it's a boy or girl, they can use
That
it.
might be the best trade.
And it is, I mean, the stuff you're gonna need in the early on.
Mine, you know,
Yeah.
all stuff.
Cause then you're gonna have, like, when mine was born, you know, we didn't want to know either. You know, and then folks started bringing stuff, you know, clothes and stuff that had took up all the closet space till they could grow into the stuff, you know? And I'm like, I need diapers. You know, he uses them every day. That's right. I need, that's right. And I started to take some of that stuff back. To get diapers.
Amazon and, people that play, they're not figuring out how to nail. You can do a diaper for
We're very kind.
instead of buying, specific items, they
Yeah.
donate to the diaper.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Makes sense, I mean, it's good.
Look, hey, the best gift I got for any of them kids was a diaper, Gina. That was the best one.
It's not, yeah, I mean, it's not like you're not gonna use.
Right. Look, I was so happy about the diaper, Gina. I was like, I went crazy. It's like, hey, she the one that have the diaper? I was like, I'm gonna be the one that had to take stuff out. At 2 o'clock at the night.
Well, I suspect that there has never, in history, never been a baby shower where there were more diapers given than what was actually used.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right.
that never happened.
That's right.
If it did, I'd like to think it.
Look, my
Have a warehouse.
look, my grandkid, my middle son had twins 2 years ago. Man, if I had rolled around in the car with diapers in my car for about 6 months, because everywhere we went, folks said, I got something for you to get a kid, and it was diapers. So I always had diapers in the car.
I can remember hanging diapers on the line, and they would freeze before I could, get them all across the line.
Well, when our first child born in '77, we used cloth diapers.
Yeah, we didn't have.
Pampers had just come out. We would use them if we were traveling, like traveling home on leave.
Mm-hmm.
We might use them then, but couldn't afford them. I mean, I just at E1, E2.
What, in 77?
Huh?
In 77?
Yeah. Joe went in '76.
Yeah, I went in 81, so 5 years right after.
Annie, I was doing this online training for the North County Board of, now. Do you know what counties are actually hiring people to come in and do what we're doing here? They keep alluding to the fact that like Wake County, with all the numbers they have, they are actually hiring a bipartisan committee, bipartisan group to do basically what we're doing here.
Yeah, they're doing it in like in teams,
I thought they were,
teams of people.
Yeah.
I thought Wayne County had said that they were gonna count them all themselves.
They have camps open in them, and then the board goes through and checks them off. That's
Okay.
They don't have a machine like this right here?
They have 4. Oh, no, I don't know about that. They got 4 of these. I don't know.
I'll tell you, this little handy dandy here is not as good as this machine here.
That's the understatement of the year.
That was a well thought out buying process.
All right, military, there are 25.
Wow,
They're already duplicated.
wow.
So we'll present those here.
Yeah.
You remember, they may be in an envelope. If they are, you're just checking that the 25 is over. And then verifying the duplication.
There you are over there.
No pressure, Eddie.
Hmm?
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure.
So we're not salad people then?
I knew you was gonna
Should
say.
I just save the salad?
Yeah, just save it, yeah.
Just tell me.
Yeah, just save it.
I'm throwing away a lot of salad.
As a matter of fact, if you got some to-go plate, I'll take it home.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause when I get home and I bring that salad, my wife goes, oh, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. She said, baby made it for you.
Okay.
I love salad.
We have lunch today, so.
That's what I need to eat based on these twins I'm carrying around. Stop laughing at me. That one ain't gonna be hard to check then. Not the one up under the envelope. It ain't got but one thing marked.
Must be Joe Jorgensen's father or something.
You know your mic on. See what he said? That is the funniest thing I heard all day. I am not gonna repeat it.
This one, this one. What number is that? Now, this is, 109.
Not right there.
Oh, this one. Yeah, there's only one there. This one is.
You got hit was close to me. All right, here we go.
Take a look at this one. You got a write-in, but no circle. This one here. You got it in. It's not a circle. Maybe I have to duplicate that.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, they wrote in, but they didn't circle, so the machine won't pick it up.
Right. Yeah, you gotta do what the voter did. You know? Yeah.
And do you not count that? Yeah, I know we did that. What was the intent of the voter? Annie?
I get the vote.
You have a voter who wants to vote for this person, and they wrote the name in, but didn't circle the voter. The machine's not gonna pick that up.
It's up to, yeah, it's up to the machine.
And not up to us what the intent of the voter was?
In this process, we're just duplicating the ballots exactly as they were.
I understand that. But as a board of elections here, you have a voter out there who says, I voted for this person. It does not count because I forgot to bubble in but I wrote the name in.
Okay, if you do that, you have to do that for all 60,000 ballots that are going to come in.
So I've only seen one time. I've seen one do it.
But if we do it for one, we gotta go back and make sure we do it for the rest of them.
I have a problem with that.
Because, as I understand it, Jim, and I understand your point, But as I understand it, when we were trained on the write-in piece, that you've got to do both. You've got to write the name in, and you've got to fill in the oval in order for it to count.
Candace went through one a while ago with a write-in. They misspelled it was Kenneth Cole, C-O-L-E. Now, there's a Kenneth, somebody was named Kenneth running, that need to be written in.
Right. Cole.
Cole, yeah, Kenneth Cole. But they wrote in Kenneth Cole, C-O-L-E.
So when we get results, so when we're canvassing it, part of that is us going through manually and determining, okay, what's her name? Did they spell it wrong? Is this a vote for her? Is this a vote for him? So a variation of their name, my understanding is a variation of their name counts towards their write-in total.
If someone asked me, hey, I voted for so-and-so, and he said it didn't come out, did you see that ticket? I would say, yes, I saw it. Why wasn't it counted? I don't have a good answer.
But the instructions tell them,
Yes, ma'am,
yeah.
understand.
To be clear, I agree with what you're saying, Jimmy. I certainly understand that that was definitely their intent. The question would be logistical in
Yeah.
if we're doing it for that one, absolutely, we have to, yeah, so the only practical
Yeah.
Let
decision would
me
be
ask
to,
you another, for instance, if that election hinged on one vote, who would be talking about err on the side of justice?
That would be up to you as a board to determine if you wanted to go back through all of the ballots and determine intent for every single voter. Yeah, you could definitely decide to do that if that's what you chose.
So,
You have to go through all of the votes.
because there's no way to know who
Who did,
did and who
yeah,
didn't.
the same thing.
So the only reason you know that they did that is because we're duplicating the ballots. There's gonna be probably hundreds more that put their ballot in during early voting,
That we don't have to do
that
that.
don't have that same kind of privilege, I guess.
right, they may have written the name and not,
Right.
or they may have
Done oval but not written.
not written it. Okay.
You're talking about writing,
So we couldn't just simply go through all the write-in ones?
The machine's gonna pick up the write-ins,
Right.
and then you guys will go through that through the machine.
They're all write-ins. I mean, from this decision standpoint, every ballot that's cast, you'd have to look at every one of them to
Right.
determine whether or not this specific scenario happened, where a name was written in but the bubble was not.
So you said the machine will pick up the right, name the write-in voter.
Yes, it takes an image.
And then print out who that name of that person was. So if I put Stonewall Jackson down there for president, and it's a write-in, it's gonna come out, Stonewall Jackson got one vote.
We're gonna have a result for one
For
vote.
Stonewall Jackson.
It won't print, so the machine gives us a collective of write-ins, and you have to go through them and review those names.
That machine
Then
is a lot
we put
smarter
it
than I thought.
together.
Yeah, they'll put it together.
Right, so that's part of our job is to make a cumulative total.
Of the
all
write-ins.
Absentee,
Right.
early, and election day for those candidates.
Because on election night, it's reported as just a
Right.
write-in. And it's up to us to
Every election.
go through, what the machine is telling us and determine. It's up to you all.
So you finally got it, Brian? Oh, my God.
You say father-in-law?
No, he said daddy. Well, we got another one. But this one is daddy. Stonewall Jackson. If Stonewall Jackson wind up winning, he wins that one.
What do you say? He'll finally have won something?
I've seen.
Sorry.
Howdy Doody on these things. That was the first debate.
He had to get off that mountain down there in Stone Mountain, Georgia. He's like, oh, I think I'll just stay here.
Well, I was in Richmond the other month, and he's no longer in Richmond.
No, he's
Take a leave.
He's down in Georgia. He was happy, he got a whole mountain to himself.
Here's another tough one for you.
All right, one and two. Thursday's gonna be a good day. We're not gonna have no problems, everything's gonna be smooth, you know, they're gonna be like, wow, these people put together a fantastic strategy.
I
and
would hope so, but I think after standing in line, by the time they get to the door.
They're gonna like, I forgot who I wanted to vote for.
Stand in line at the tabulator, and stand in line to get out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may, once early voting starts and people see what the lines are, there may be more absentee ballots.
Or, I would suspect that it wouldn't take long for word to spread that there's a line at the library.
And you better go to the back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on a call last night, they invited me on a call last night, and I stressed that very fact, I said, look, you know, we are,
There's one you need to sign.
the number one thing here is making sure that the public's health is our number one priority. And I said, so social distancing will be conducted at each and every site. I said, so that being the case, the Maxwell Center is the largest of the five, being Back Creek, and I charge you to use one of those two facilities because they're all gonna be lines.
Yep. And it's. Thank you.
And I told them that, you know, PPE will be provided for them, once they get on site. You know, so, trying to get the word out.
The other thing is, you know, you don't, the busiest times are the first 3 or 4 days, so the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, first 3 days, and then the last 4 days. You know, if you pick up next Wednesday or Thursday, you know, chances of you having a line are minimal, but if you choose to go on this Thursday,
You know,
I guarantee you will be standing in line. And we'll get to you as quickly as we can, but again, our emphasis is on the health of the voters and the health of our precinct officials. We have to clean, we have to take time to clean after you. That's part of the process too, so.
a friend of mine in Georgia, she took a picture and sent it to me. The lines were ridiculous.
Yeah,
She said they were in line for 4 hours.
right.
4 hours.
That's possible here too. I try to explain to people, absentee by mail, early voting, election day voting, it's the exact same machines, the exact same ballots, it's the exact same people. There's- Some people are just stuck on, set in their ways, so. That's true too. But I do encourage people who, you know, have health issues or health concerns to vote
She got
by
a
mail.
chair. She's sitting in a chair in line.
He has prior knowledge. He's very thoughtful.
He had prior knowledge. She said, I'm inching my way to the door.
Is Georgia excuse only, or is it generally, is absentee available to everybody down there? Everybody, okay. I know some states you got to have a valid excuse or something in order.
When I was stationed there, you know, of course, I was able to absentee ballot here, but, the other folks were Georgians. Just can't wait to some of my best friends right here. Waiting for the cars to drive up. Right. Yes. That's right. And our safety jacket.
They come in handy with a few good barreling in.
Yeah.
9 o'clock and they're ready to go home. Watch out.
We watching the parking lot. Who's that?
They're all excited.
Yeah, who's that over there? Yeah.
Well, I got another floodlight.
Yeah.
We do have floodlights.
Okay.
They'll bust
6 or 8, you can light up.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
Rick, I'm gonna just put that right.
Okay. Is he going to jail? Is he going?
We get all excited.
Yeah.
They pull up and then they go to work.
Yeah. Is that truck, was that truck there?
These are good.
That works too. All kinds of
You know offhand how many precincts in Lake County is?
Is that what county? I don't.
200, 200 or 300, I'm not sure, I know. Wayne and Durham have.
Yeah, we have 30, yeah, well, actually, we have
I think it was 2 something.
Here's an independent-minded voter.
I'm gonna go ahead and get you guys started. By the time these get down there, you should be done.
Here we have 11 overseas voters.
11. Yeah, no.
Same thing, there's a couple envelopes in there in addition to the paper.
After that.
part. I recycle staples. Paper clips, that's what these are. Staples, paper clips, same thing. Make up words for things. Part of getting old.
It's a tough one.
Told myself I wouldn't do that when I did it. It's fine.
Okay, I got a C Annie on the green sticker here.
Okay.
I can read.
It's neon green.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so this gentleman, he, remember how I told you if it gets cut off like that, I send them a quick email back and ask them if they want to submit it as is, or did they want to resize it and send it? He said, in his email, and on his transmission actually too, thanks for catching the problem with my page being cut off. However, I specified on page 2 of the email attachment that I sent you that I want to go a straight Republican ticket. So because his issue was technical, the ballot was cut off. So we duplicated it according to his wishes. Okay?
See, Jimmy, they did it at the voters' wishes.
I got you. I'm just thinking about the intent of
He
the,
specified.
Yeah.
I did it.
you mean an ant and swallow a camel. You can turn right around and say, well, gets it off.
Oh, my God. Voters' wishes.
The majority of them say, just take it as it
Yeah.
is. He was very clear.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one that voted for 2. And so we just leave it like they had it, huh?
Yeah, we duplicated it just as they had it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, I haven't added the 11th. Yeah.
that baby's born, you'll be doing a lot more of that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So I've heard. Whoa.
My dog, time for his phenobarbital. He has epilepsy.
I thought he was calling. Mommy, I know you told me you were in a meeting. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to FaceTime you already.
He's 10 and he's had epilepsy since he was 2. So for 8 years, he has been responding to that tone on my phone. As soon as he hears it, he comes running for me.
You know,
And if I ever accidentally set any other alarm with that tone, forget it.
Yeah.
I gotta give him a treat. It's time. And then I get up at 6:30 a.m. every day. Give him his other dose. Gets it every 12 hours. For 8 years, I've gotten up at 6:30 every single day.
Good memories.
he lucky he taking it all.
That'd be like,
Saturday, sorry.
I come
Be
home
like-
and he lay like this.
you gonna get it at 8 at 8, 8 at 8.
He was like, it's your fault, Daddy. Yeah. I'll just go get another one, look just like it.
Oh.
Name it the same thing and everything.
There's no other dog like my dog. He's the most, I love him, but he's the dumbest animal I've ever met in my entire life.
Okay, now I'm getting ready to tell y'all a story that's gonna make y'all laugh for a long, long time. My daddy, born in Greene County, North Carolina,
Uh-huh.
in 1925. Okay, my daddy was a country boy to his heart. Well, I believe I had 3 dogs when I was living at my house. But this one particular dog was named King. And King had a problem with fleas, okay? So instead of my daddy going to the vet, going to the store, and getting stuff to prevent fleas, I don't know where in eastern North Carolina, back in the 30s and the 40s, that somebody told a group of people that this works. But my daddy would take the burnt oil out of our car that he changed the oil with and pour it on my poor dog, okay, when he changed the oil and said that it could get rid of fleas. So, as I'm moving on up in age and my daddy is changing the oil, my dog figured out what was coming next. So my daddy would be under the car and the oil be going down and my dog would shoot and run like nobody's business. And I had to go chase him down because he thought that oil was coming on him next. So if you can imagine seeing his little dog eyes. And he would look at me like, you let him do this to me. And I remember it vividly like it was yesterday. And he would be under the carport, and when my daddy got up under that car, he would go, pew!
He would go.
Oh my God!
Well, you get the water hose out. When I was a kid, you got the water hose out. We had a dog that was a good thing. You get the water hose out, he's gone. Somebody would either go
Well, did it get rid of the fleas?
Look, Rick, my dog would walk around for about 3 days, right? With all this oil on it. His hair would be matted up and everything. I can't tell you for sure if it works. All I know is in my daddy's mind it worked.
It sounds like a logical thing though, that oil that, because fleas, they're parasites.
Oh, yeah.
You rub that burnt oil on that dog.
That's what he did.
That flea ain't gonna wanna stay around that.
No.
The dog, he was a brown skinned dog. He was a dirty dog. He had a nice brown coat. But when he put that oil on, he looked like one of them ducks caught up in the oil spill out the ocean. You know, and they be cleaning the little ducks and birds off. That's how my dog looked. Oh my God.
All right, whenever Brian gets back, we just get a motion to approve the military and the overseas, and then we'll get numbers.
What team, we had 2 dogs, male and female. Brownie was the female, and Hal was the male. Best hunting dogs in the county. And then we'd have people come to our house. Now, Hal just showed up when he was probably a year and a half, 2 years old. We had people come to our house and want to breed the dog. I said, dogs don't have people, I know, but the reputation was there. Now I'm a kid. You get a good reputation, okay? It could be to your advantage.
That's right. Yes, sir. You were the most wanted man in the county.
Bet you would. Yeah. Hal was, we had a lot of little kids right there. And Hal, the kids could play on that dog, pull it here, just tolerant. But you let a teenager or somebody, buddy.
No, that ain't gonna work.
You didn't even come in the yard. You were, if he didn't know you, you better stay away.
That's right.
All righty. Just need a motion to approve the military and civilian.
I make a motion that we approve military and civilian overseas, right, there you go. Military and overseas,
Second.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, so the end, I'm gonna take off my mask so the public can hear me better. The end count tonight is 3,639. We started at 3,052, so that's a total of 587 ballots tonight. 551 of them are civilian, 25 are military, and 11 are overseas. All right?
Total of 5, what now?
87.
587.
587.
And I just get you to also initial the log here.
Andy, do you report these numbers to anybody?
No. I reconcile the next day as a reconciliation sheet.
Okay. This is for internal purposes, we keep a log of this.
Well, we have to keep a log because at the end of it, when you guys canvass, you'll review all of this documentation.
What all does the state, information does the state receive at this point? I mean, because I know there are multiple organizations, nonprofits that are reporting numbers and all that. Is that, when they come in, they're preliminarily
Right. So when we
logged
type
into the
in,
system?
Into that state information, electronic information management system, it's all connected to the state.
Gotcha.
So as soon as we're checking them in as okay, accepted, they show as a valid voter.
Gotcha.
And so that's where that.
Just
data
subject to
comes from.
approval of our meeting or whatever.
Yep, and you
Gotcha.
can always change it.
Gotcha. So like there's one called Boat Tracker. I know that one's fairly popular. And it's showing like 3666 right now. And I would assume that the difference between that number and our number here is probably the ones that have come in today or something. There've been some that were logged in Friday or today that, were considered accepted,
Today.
received. Gotcha.
They're received, so that they're valid, they're accepted, but they're not until the 10/20 board meeting date.
Gotcha.
Vote tracker, you saw vote tracker on our website?
No, not on our website. Civitas does it. Does it's, I think it's like NC Vote Trade. Just Google it. Mm-hmm. That you can do, it breaks everything down by county, yeah.
It's getting the data from the state board's website and just reporting that data.
Yeah, well, I'm following the leader. I did it too, so.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. I'm still thinking about the dog.
Is that it? Okay, we need a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn, Madam Chair.
Second motion.
Motion carried.
Say aye. Somebody say aye.
All right.